In our last episode, we finally made it to the incredible country of Germany. Our mission was to conquer the ring, and I think we did just that. In the midst of experiencing what Nürburgring has to offer, we were given the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to have an inside look at a legendary performance shop that actually gets to call the Nürburgring home. Welcome to Manthey, a specialty shop dedicated to making parts for Porsche GT cars and even some race cars. This place is unbelievable, and today we're gonna have exclusive access to check everything out. Manthey and the Nürburgring go hand in hand. If you're lucky enough, you'll catch the team doing some testing on the Nordschleife. Today, thanks to our friend Luke over at Porsche North America, we are getting a full in-depth look at their operation. I've only ever seen the parts and heard stories of Manthey, but this is an actual dealer. For this exclusive tour, we have our friend Michael here, and Michael's gonna be taking us all around. So like I was telling you guys, Manthey specializes in making really high quality performance parts for Porsche GT cars, race cars, things like that. So today we're gonna be taking a look at the facilities, how it's all done, made, put on cars. It's gonna be really cool. Manthey was founded by Olaf Manthey in 1996. Fast forward through its incredible legacy, the parts were so well developed that Porsche acquired 51% of Manthey and became the official motorsports partner. And as you guys can see, Manthey has won multiple GT victories, including 6 wins here at the Nürburgring 24-hour race.
So here, one of the main buildings, where our management also is, but the important thing for you is here it's more or less a split one on this side, so from you to the right, that would be a Porsche service center. Okay. So we have an official Porsche dealership in here.
Oh wow.
We just don't sell cars, but anything else you can bring your car for service, warranty, whatever. On the left side there would be the Manthey street department, let's call it, where we take care about upgrades, modifications, whatever, in terms of street cars. Wow. We have 2 workshops which are more or less mirrored, left and right, and we just browse through, see some cars.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Whoa. The customers or the owners, they come here, pick up the car, go for track day or tourist ride, and bring it back here. So the problem was when they had to go for service, for warranty, whatever, then we always had to bring them or they had to take care for it.
Right.
And now, as there is an official dealership, it's easier for us
just do it all here.
Yeah,
that's
and
epic.
This is, you can come here with everything. Whether you have a Boxster or a GT3 RS, we're always here to offer the service and everything around.
That's crazy.
And so basically, all models are here, but due to the location and what we are known for,
mainly the GT,
it's mainly GT cars.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Right when you think this place couldn't get any better, you see stuff like this. Nürburgring is truthfully car guy heaven, especially if you're a Porsche fanatic. Being able to service your vehicle at a motorsports legend shop like Manthey is just unreal. And for me, just getting to learn about what goes into Manthey is beyond what I could have imagined.
So some service here?
We have a kind of a different structure here in the company. You have a bunch of technicians in total, and they are distributed in different departments, but they are free to change the department. And so all the technicians, they know both. They know the street car and they know the race car. And so we can work on them here as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
So essentially here, not only are all the techs Porsche and Manthey certified, but all the techs are well versed in what makes a great street car and also what makes a great race car. They understand the balance and how to fit your specific needs to the car. But also here at Manthey, not only are they servicing cars, they help store cars for customers, which means you'll see some pretty unbelievable things throughout the shop as well.
GT2.
GT2, it's a GT2.
Wow. I can't remember.
That's crazy. And are you guys doing maintenance and work on this car?
Wow. Yeah, we did setup and maintenance and stuff. As it's an original one and it's quite low in mileage.
Yeah.
You're standing in front of 7 digits,
Oh my gosh. This is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen one in person, so this is pretty special.
So, taking a second to actually process seeing that with my own 2 eyes, we continued on with the tour. We got to see some suspension setup.
We have our own suspension department, more or less.
As well as a pure Manthey setup. From factory, as long as your dealership is certified, you can actually request a Manthey spec alignment along with all of their parts.
From our customers, I would say 99.5% are running on track.
Yeah.
So they use their cars as a tool for their hobby. You know, their hobby is not in the first place the car, but it's the track and driving on track, and they just need a tool to do that. Proven kind of that the cars of that brand are quite reliable on track, and therefore this is simply
It's the best,
case,
yeah.
you know.
That's why they come to you guys.
We have customers, they also have, you know, another car, another brand, whatever, but it turns out that when you want to race the whole day, then this is always a good choice.
Right.
Kind of, you know. The alignment system is developed by us, and this is also the tool which is mandatory for all Porsche dealerships to have once they want to get Manthey certified. The background of this is not, you know, the turnover, but the background is that for all the installation manuals where we more or less supply with the kits, we also give a full setup sheet. So we tell you which camber, which toe, which ride height, sway bar position, wing position, and we want to make sure that the Porsche dealership does the alignment exactly like we do it in here. We now have dealerships all over the world which are Manthey certified, and then it's easier for the customers to get access. Over 60 dealerships in the US which are Manthey certified all over the country. So you just go there, you say, I have a GT4 RS, a GT3 RS, I want to have the Manthey kit, or just single components out of it, whatever. And they tell you, yeah, no worries, we can hook you up, we can do the alignment, everything's fine.
Epic.
This goes back to what I said at the very beginning. Manthey specializes in making your Porsche better. They have a specific setup for your car, as well as aero parts to help improve handling, aerodynamics, and even the look of your car.
That's a car from former times of Manthey. So originally built some years ago. It looks quite stock, except, you know, maybe the wheels, but it's it's a full Manthey build. So this means 4.2 liter engine, short gearbox, suspension, brake upgrade, wheels, interior. So there is quite a lot of stuff done to the car in terms of upgrades. Drives really good, especially with the engine. So we are quite over 500 horsepower with that car. And it delivers, it's always built for track use, you know, so it's not just a cars and coffee or show and shine setup, but that's
awesome.
The pinnacle of 997 builds.
Yeah, 4.2 is crazy. Look at this thing, guys. What a dream. Carbon door inserts, caged. This thing is unbelievable.
You can also see
Manthey's
here,
on another level.
for example, back in the days, we also had the interior made in carbon fiber.
Yeah. Whoa, these are cool down here too. Wow, this thing is unreal.
I'm not that sure, but I think even.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Who signed it?
Olaf Manthey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Signed by the owner of Manthey. This thing has got to be just priceless. This is unbelievable. So do you guys also work on things that aren't Porsche, or is it mainly just...
The whole story is our two bosses, Nick and Martin, they were running a company called Reda Motorsport before they merged with Manthey. And Reda Motorsport, they also had race cars, we will see in a second. They also had a department where they took care about street cars, and they took care about all kinds of street cars. So after the merge, Reda was implemented more or less into Manthey. And so all the guys, you know, they were famous for Renault Meganes, BMWs, VWs, Audis, whatever. So all those customers, they didn't show up anymore, because when they go to Manthey and they see the parking lots with full of GT cars, they're like, maybe I'm a person non grata. So, you know, and so we decided 2 years ago that we more or less relive Reda Motorsport just as a brand, not as our own company.
So that's what this is?
Yeah. This is Reda Motorsport. So all the guys, you can see, you know, they also wear Manthey stuff, but they here take care about all cars except Porsche.
That's cool.
So you can come here with your BMW, with your Renault, whatever, and get it upgraded for track day use. And it's still, you know...
Still Manthey quality, I guess. Yeah, that's so cool.
So for our non-Porsche guys, you can still come here and get the world-class quality, but on different makes. It's so cool to see both sides of the company and how they still want to appeal to their non-Porsche customers.
running.
Yeah, you guys have pretty much the entire block out here.
Yeah, we tried to.
So we've seen the actual service area, the main Porsche Manthey, their street Porsche Manthey. Now, what is this? What is next?
This is mainly cars without number plates.
Okay.
So let's see.
Full race cars in here or what?
Yeah, probably. This is our race department. So we take care about the race cars here. Right now, today, they just came back from Nurburgring, DTM.
Oh, wow.
So there will be lots of maintenance, you know, refreshing the cars. You can see here a little bit of trophies from the last years. Also here, you know, for example, maybe some of the guys also have a picture from Le Mans. We have the one with the signatures of the drivers.
Wow.
So, you know, that's quite cool. And we just walk in and
let's go check it out.
look a little bit race cars. Habe die Ehre.
Moin.
B, it's good to start here.
Okay.
Because, you know, you don't see cars, but you see a lot of cases, a lot of, you know, back and forth.
So it makes it happen.
That what people see is, you know, Sunday afternoon, there is a 1 hour race, there is a 6 hour race, there's a 4 hour race, but they don't see all the logistics behind.
Right.
I mean, at DTM, it's easy. We have like 1 kilometer, drive there, bring it back. When we go to Red Bull Ring, it's already 850 kilometers. And if we go to Austin or Fuji, it's, you know, another continent.
Yeah.
So it's a lot about logistics, you know, getting everything sorted, getting everything there. For example, now the team is traveling from Kota to Fuji, and the cars don't come back. So you have to do all the revision stuff on the go.
Wow.
And so, you know, it's quite the logistic topic.
Yeah.
Getting to see and hear the logistics from an actual team member really puts things in perspective. Aside from just the racing, there's so much that goes into this.
This is nuts. These just came back from a race on Red Bull Ring, so they're doing their maintenance on all the cars. I mean,
we've seen some pretty amazing things on this trip, but this has to be at the top of the list. As a Porsche Motorsports fanatic, seeing the Manthey racing team perform maintenance and get these cars ready is just unbelievable.
Schon geil, oder? So these are DTM cars. All of them were racing last weekend.
Right.
And now at the moment they get revised for the final in Hockenheim.
Does it get a full rebuild?
Yeah.
Like, wow.
I mean, you see, you know,
Yeah,
engine out, gearbox out, bodywork comes off, everything gets cleaned. What you can see, for example, here, we don't have any hoists or lifts in here because at the racetrack you don't have a lift. And the guys don't want to destroy their workflow. So they
practice,
work the same like on the racetrack.
How interesting.
With the high stands. And more or less it's a full rebuild. Everything gets checked, everything gets revised if needed. Because, I mean, end of the day, we're fighting for the title.
Right.
And so we have to make sure that the car is 100% perfect.
Yeah. Wow.
In general, we have 3 cars of our 3 drivers. It's always based on the GT3 R race car of Porsche. They have all the same spec, depending on BOP or if you win one race, you have to do some winner weight in it. But otherwise, you know, except some setup work, everything is the same. And yeah, we're more or less just working on the cars to get them done for the next time.
When's the next race?
It's first weekend of October.
Wow, so not a lot of time.
Yeah.
Wow, to rebuild multiple cars.
Yeah, I mean, every car has its crew, you know, so it's not like, it's easy because everybody's working on all. It's always the crew. Here you can see the bodywork is off already. It got also sealed because when you wash it, of course, you want to make sure that this, here the engine is still in, which will come out again as well, like on the other car. In those cars, we are running a 4.2 liter engine with open 565 horsepower, but with BOP, it's always depending on, you know.
That's
you have to use then restrictors and
right. Unreal. I can't imagine what that feels like. Naturally aspirated 500 plus horsepower.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, it's always refs are always a good idea.
Yeah.
We can also take a look inside.
Are you kidding me, dude? Wow.
So you can see basically on those cars, the seat is fixed in the car.
Right, yeah, of
it's
course.
mounted to the roll bar. You would adjust the pedals and the steering wheel. Anything else? Sequential gearbox.
Right.
You have the clutch now just with at the steering wheel. Anything else? You know, it's full safety, of course.
Right.
Lots of parts from us. We have a V-Box system in the car. We have a drinking system in the car. We have radio in the car. Here you can see the connection of drinking system and radio.
Right.
You have one plug to put that in. This is how we race.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Once in a lifetime opportunity. From the service to the race cars, it's incredible to see the workflow and craftsmanship. Never in my life did I think I'd have this sort of access to anything motorsport, much less Manthey and Porsche.
And all that stuff just to make sure that you know, we are prepared in case of accident or
something breaks, you have it already ready to go. So he's kind of talking about their setup here as well. They have racks to hold spare body parts. This is all their spare parts with entire knuckles that are complete. In case something breaks, they can just put an entire new knuckle on, and they can just do it all in one piece.
Surprised as well why
Pretty epic.
No idea.
They haven't been.
This is our new building, which we will be hopefully in by the end of the year. We have in there then the general stock department, R&D, management, but also we have another 90 office spaces because at the moment everything is like tight. This is what we call the old building.
Okay.
So this is basically the first building which was here, which was built in 2000. It was not only, you know, the office and the workshop, but the whole family of Manthey was living here.
Right.
Here we have the after sales and track support as well as marketing and stuff. And we have here a little bit of a, you know, selection of cars, either customer cars or new cars from us, which just wait to be delivered to the customers. So maybe you heard about the driving program of Porsche.
Yeah.
So it's announced by Porsche, but it's operated by Manthey. So we take care about that.
So next up and lastly, we get to view the service and storage of the Porsche race cars that they actually use for the track experiences. It's been so cool to see what happens behind the scenes here, and we've gotten to see a little bit of it all today.
So this is like all like the track experience cars that they keep stored, do maintenance on. Oh my God.
The whole track experience does have 120 street cars and about 40 race cars where we are taking care about. You know, so now they just came back from Spa. We had another round of Porsche track experience in Spa. We will be for the last round at Red Bull Ring in October. How to rent a race car, you know, that's quite tricky. And for us, you can go for a GT4 RS Cup Sport, for a GT3 Cup car, and that's quite easy, you know.
Wow.
You just get a car which is fully on the actual spec with new tires. You can get an instructor, you can get lead and follow. So this is more or less where you can simply be a factory driver for a day with all the service and support. You know.
What a dream. That is nuts. This is what I need to do. Should go through the experience.
Wow, talk about sensory overload. To finish off the exclusive tour, we get to see a customer 992 GT3 RS with the full Manthey build on it. Truly unbelievable.
That's a customer car.
This one?
Which we converted to a full Manthey kit. We changed to braided brake lines and upgraded brake pads, which are from Manthey.
You can tell by the green brakes, right? Yeah.
When they are green, then it's ours, you know. Then we have a different suspension in the car, so we exchanged that one. On that car, it's the first model where we offer a semi-active suspension. This means you can still use the knobs on your steering wheel, you can still adjust it. The shocks use a different technology. The shocks have two valves for compression and rebound, where the original one just has one.
Right.
And we have acceleration sensors on the shocks as well as on the chassis, which communicate with the black box in the car, which comes from us. So the black box always knows what the chassis is doing and what the shocks are doing. And so it reacts actively on what the car is doing.
Wow.
So just to give you an idea, you drive on a track, along straight, you brake, the car pitches to the front, and the ECU tells the front shocks to stiffen up in order to avoid pitching, or you turn to the right and the car leans to the left and the left shocks stiffen up in order to avoid body roll.
That is unbelievable.
That's more or less what the suspension is doing. Then, of course, as you can see, we have quite a big kind of aero package on the car. Starting on the front, you can see the bigger front lip. First of all, we enlarged, put it on, went testing, and we realized that the metal ropes in there, they snapped because of the increased downforce.
Right.
So we had to stiffen this up via those carbon fiber rods.
Wow.
But we wanted to make sure to make it fancy first. It has to look good.
Yeah.
Secondly, if you get a hit from underneath, you can see here, it's flexing.
Right.
You see here?
Oh, no way. It's spring
But
loaded.
if it comes from the top, then it's rigid. So this is in order to avoid any damage.
Sick.
We also have the side add-ons, which are bigger and shaped already. And we have the on the sides to create downforce on the front. We also have a kind of an underbody floor underneath the trunk to make sure that the underbody floor is almost flat.
Right.
You know, of course, what you can see first, the big side plate.
The gigantic wing,
The big side plate is here to increase the downforce level, especially from a technical point. You have high pressure area here, low pressure area here, and this big side plate separates the high pressure from the low pressure, which creates downforce. Then we have a DRS plate, which is now two-piece instead of one piece to make it more effective. The original one is still the same. You know, you can see we took out the rear window, put in a carbon fiber plate and put on the shark fin, which helps you especially in cornering the car in pace. Acts like a sail more or less, or like a big wing. We have the additional fins on the roof just to make sure we can guide the air coming out of the front radiator and guide it left and right to the car to make sure you don't get the hot air into the air intake. We have a bigger diffuser in the rear with the bigger diffuser with longer and higher fins. We also have some let's say kind of fancy parts. So we have, you know, the door sills with the Manthey logo on. But what that car also has is the carbon set on the car, which means here, those three fins are in carbon fiber. The louvres are in carbon fiber. The air intake is in carbon fiber. And this one here is in carbon fiber. In general, those are all in plastic, but here they are in carbon fiber.
Just the whole package. This is one of the craziest cars I've ever seen.
Not the worst one.
One day, Dustin, one day. GT3 is coming, at some point. Well, we're not stopping here at Manthey. Our trip has to continue, and for our next stop, we're heading to Stuttgart, Germany. As if our adventures weren't crazy enough, we get to see some really incredible things that I'm really excited to share with you guys. So, stay tuned for the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Oh, you're still here. Thanks for watching this long. If you made it this far, you should consider subscribing right up here, or I guess down below. And YouTube really thinks that you're gonna like this video right over here, so maybe check that one out. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let's get back to it.